Can you hear me now? Oh my, can you hear me now? Oh my gosh, are we jinxed? Like, look, the 7 o'clock time change just killed us. Go here, I'm like talking away, saying hello to everybody. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yay! Oh my gosh. What a total crap show today. What? Like we've spent 12 minutes already. Yay, great. Okay, Kim, hey Kim, Dawn, Lisa. Aw, Madison, you're so sweet. Oh my gosh. I was like, okay, is this a sign from the universe I shouldn't be doing Wednesday Whispers anymore? Hey, Carrie Ann, if you didn't hear me say hello before, hey, Carmi, hey, Lynette, hey, Madison. Yay to the 7 o'clock as well, I said. Let's just see if we can do it. But I'm not gonna lie, I had a nap before. Wednesday Whisper still. My son's at soccer and I just wiped out. So I still feel super wiped at 7. So how are you guys all doing? What is Wednesday Whispers? Destiny, I love that I'm just randomly showing up on your page and you're like, what is this thing? So every Wednesday I try to, yes, Leslie, I'm still looking forward to coming for reading at your family's. Can you resend me the address actually? 1042 in Newfoundland. Okay, amazing. Well, let's just see how old I'm getting. Maybe we're gonna have to do it earlier. So welcome to Wednesday Whispers. Wednesday Whispers is a place where I like to gather with all the people that I've read and have been in my community and my network and all these kind of things. Hey Nancy. And every Wednesday I try to gather and just kind of like bring through some cards, bring some good news to people, hopefully bring some teachings through and inspiration I feel that wants to kind of come through. Something weird's happening here. Tech day. And then also bring messages through from the other side. That's my greatest hope, is to always bring in evidence that there is life after life, that this is not the end. Those of us that are grieving or have lost people, just to kind of feel their presence. So I love that there's so many people from Newfoundland here now at this earlier time. How horrible, all these years I've been cutting off my Newfoundland people. Hello here, Instagram world too. Hey, Kathy Wolf. Hey, Karen. Maiden Mother Sage. Hello. I was thinking today, like, I started Wednesday Whispers, I think like 4 years ago already, which is just so crazy. And I did it when my son would have been like 6 years old. So his bedtime was like way earlier. And so I would do Wednesday Whispers after he went to bed. But now he's 10 and if I can get him to sleep before 9, it's a miracle. So hey, Taylor, already. So let's get right into it, you guys. Let's start pulling some cards. Let's if you'd like a card here tonight, please say me in the chat. I always feel that even if I don't say your name, because the names kind of just go by really quick. I'm never just being like, oh, I'm not pulling one for her. It doesn't really work like that, even if I didn't get to say your name. But if I do feel called to give you a card here tonight, I usually feel there's a message for all of us in that. And I'd love for you to trust your own intuition. If you're like, you know what, I'm totally going through and I can totally take that too. That's the way the universe works. That's the way God works, in the way that they're bringing through kind of teachings for us tonight. So if you'd like a card, please say so. I'd love to pull a card here for you. Destiny, I know you said you were new to Wednesday Whispers. Actually, I had a client today and she's just like, she's been amazing. Her sister had passed and she came to me for a reading. She ended up doing my magic and mediumship course that we just finished. And she came for like a healing session today. And she's just like, it's so crazy that I don't even know how I found you. You just started like popping up in my Instagram and my Facebook. And I always feel like that's, probably her sister that brought her to me. There's always these kind of reasons and ways that I show up even on these Wednesday Whispers. So Destiny Walsh here, a card for you, not Destiny. Destiny, your guides want to remind you that the way this all works, when we're going through difficulties, when we're struggling, you don't got to know something's going on with your car. Like if you've got to get your car fixed or you're selling your car, decluttering your car, and looking for support or looking for guidance, is that we have to ask in order to receive. This ask and receive card here is for you, Destiny, which is like, sometimes we think we're all alone. We're always like, where's my people? How come I don't feel supported? Like, don't you know I need help by now? They're like, well, we want to be here for you, but you have to ask us. So, asking to, God or angels or the spirit world or your loved one on the other side, can you give me a sign that you're with me today, so that I can just feel supported? Can you give me a sign that this is the right choice? So really always asking and making sure we're communicating with the other side. So I hope that makes sense, Destiny. And I also don't know if you've lost a grandmother, but I just keep feeling that there's this like beautiful elderly woman that's sending you feathers all the time. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you're able to take some of that. And I don't know, whatever that weird stuff is about your car. Even if sometimes people are like, I have no idea what you're saying. 3 days later, they'll message me like, oh yeah, okay, I knew what you talked about. Yeah, listen, Norman. Tom, I feel like we never get men. So I'm drinking a peach and honey aha tonight. I didn't do my intuitive mug, but I just felt so thirsty. Sometimes these flavors, I'm like, what is that? But it's quite delicious. Tom Mugford, a card here for Tom Mugford. Tom, they're just talking a little bit about wanting to bring more energy back in the body. And I don't know if you've been thinking of like just stretching or moving or working out again, but it almost made me feel too that they want your lymph system cleared. So they're talking a little bit about like they're doing this exercise for me where it's almost like you do like you swing your arms and you kind of hit your lymph nodes. I don't know if you've seen that on Instagram or Facebook. Like, I don't know if this is like Tai Chi or Qigong or something like that, but they're just showing me that they want this kind of stimulation with your lymphs. So I'd love for you even just to go on YouTube, like what is a lymph, a lymph massage that I can do for myself, because it just kind of makes me feel like all the fluids in your body want to move a lot more. So I don't know if you are having some swelling in the feet and things like that too. So yeah, they're talking about your lymph system and it looks like they just want you to like get in there. Like we've got lymphs like in our armpits, like in our thighs, in our belly, and just kind of like massaging them and moving them. So I know that's kind of weird. That's what they're telling me. And the card here for you, Tom, is surrender. So Tom, the surrender card feels really beautiful. It's almost like one of those things that, actually, because I do feel like you get knee trouble sometimes, hey? Knees are always about control. That we want to control different aspects of our life. We want to micromanage. We love doing that as humans. But they're asking you really, can you surrender? All those things that you're worried about. Can you trust that everything's working out for you? So I hope that makes sense. You understand that, Tom? Okay, great. I kind of feel like, yeah, you like look for video. I feel like they're showing you videos on Facebook and stuff. Yes, Jade, earlier whispers. I'm getting too old. By the time I got to 9 o'clock, I was just like totally beat. Hi, Debbie. Like, are you still in Bragg? I texted you. I want you to come to our community party. I hope you're doing so well. I miss you. Who else is here? Okay, Tom, that makes sense. Beautiful. Okay. Surrendering, it's like we don't want to do that. We want to control everything. Jordan, I see you. Jordan Ashlyn, love a card. Oh, Destiny, you just wrote back. I have lost a grandmother and thank you. Haha, my card needs to be organized. 'Tis the season, isn't it? Doesn't it feel like we're supposed to be clearing and decluttering everything? Maybe it's because I have to clean my card too. That was a message from me. Jordan and Ashlyn. Jordan, I just feel so much anxiety here with you. I don't know if you chew your nails or bite your nails, but it kind of feels like that. It kind of feels like you've got this little habit that's just kind of this undercurrent of anxiety, kind of coming and things like that. One of the 3 cards actually came out for you, so I do feel like you've got a lot going on here, Jordan. One of the big cards that comes up here for you is Holy Love, which is like, don't forget where you've come from. You come from divine love. You are being guided. You're being supported. Whether you want to believe in a God or a creator or or not, they love you. They love you. They're like, you come from us, and we are with you during this difficult time. They want you to really have some compassion for yourself. It's a card that comes up for you, Jordan. So just like be really mindful of how you're speaking to yourself, how your outlook is, you know, like if you're defeating yourself before you started, if there's things you want to overcome. I think we're all in a place right now that with how the planets are aligned, that there's things that we are like, this hasn't been working and I still keep doing it, and it's coming up to like a pressure point. So they say like with these changes that you want to make, they're like, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, and all the changes that you want to make, Jordan. So I hope that makes sense. And do you vape? Because Jordan, I feel like there's somebody saying you can't do that. Somebody, you got a guide or a loved one here on the other side that does not want you vaping or smoking. So Destiny said, I'm moving, so everything's in your vehicle. Okay. That's why I feel your car. No, you don't? Okay, that's okay. There might be somebody in your family that's vaping or smoking. I feel like a grandfather energy that was saying, and I hope you figure that out. Let me just pop onto Instagram here. I see Amanda Schmaltz, Ingrid, Julzanne, North Family Medium Lisa says I could take all of that last one as well. Oh, beautiful, you guys. Yeah, I love how I just randomly show up. So let's just see here who's looking for a card. So I'm trying to go look through all this on Instagram. I've been even thinking like I just got to show up on Instagram on my own, I think, without this weird app. So I can like call people up to go on video and stuff. So Jules and M, I'm just going to pull a card here for you. Jules and M, please always let me know what resonates with you in the comments after. Just so I don't look like some crazy fake up here. Aw, thanks, Lisa. I miss you. I'm thinking of going to the Squamish Mediums retreat. Are you going? It's in June. Jules and M. You know, the first thing they're showing me is lemons, Jules and M. So I don't know, you know, if you've been thinking about clearing your house or your house has just been feeling dense. You know, that's what's another thing about this spring energy, right? Is that we got to like open the windows up and let all this like dense energy through. Because I even feel like if you've got some houseplants, I feel like they're not doing that great. So Jules and them, they're also just showing me divine timing card here comes up for you, which is really about it happens on God's time, not our time. You know, it's one of those things like everything that we pray for, the spirit world has shown me that it's always on its way to us. It just doesn't arrive the way that we think it will. You know, so I always think of like manifesting and these things that we want is that we put it out there and it's like that Amazon order, you know, that we just know it's going to show up the next day and we kind of forget about it. It's the same thing with prayer. You know, they show me that it's just almost like tell us what your desires are and trust that we are bringing them to you in the best way possible for you. So I just think that's like a little bit of a reminder here for you, Jules. And then, yeah, I do feel like lemons are super important about how you are clearing your house. So it's almost like when I walk into your house through the front door to the left, right? As soon as I walk in through the left, I'd love for you to put some lemons there. It just feels dense. Sometimes doorways are tricky, you guys. I mean, I love following feng shui stuff like that on Instagram and TikTok if you don't. But energy is really important. Sometimes if we've had people that we don't necessarily love walk through our front door, some of that stagnancy can still be there. If we've had arguments at the door, even just kind of clearing the door is a really beautiful way to kind of bring in new energy. Yeah, it sounds a little witchy because they're even wanting you to wash your door. We want you to wash her door. So yeah, I do feel like this whole front entryway feels a little dense to me. So a lemon diffuser or just cutting up a lemon and putting it around. So I hope that makes sense, Jules. Please let me know if that makes sense for you. Oh, look at this. Somebody just outed Jordan. I'm like, do you bite your nails or pick your nails or something? And her friend just outed her. Ashlyn, okay, stop picking your fingers. Love that. Who else is here? Hey, Taylor. How is 7 o'clock and I'm still yawning? It's like, oh my God. Hey, America. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Corey. Okay, so somebody look at these two outing each other on Wednesday Whispers, and then Jordan's back. Tanya, Poppy says to stop vaping. Okay, you guys knew what I was talking about. Oh, it's your mom? Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh, I love that. You guys are like tattling on each other on Wednesday Whispers. That's so sweet. And I love it. Mom and daughters are watching some like Wednesday Whispers. Okay, awesome. Let's see who else is here. Shelly the Black Lab is listening too. Thank you. Thank you, Shelly. Hello. Shelly the Black Lab. Okay, awesome, Jules and Em. I'm glad that resonates with you. So let's just see who else wanted a card here. Gail, I just saw this like big message here. I just need a break. Caring for my 96-year-old mom. Holy, caring for 2 homes, kids, and work is beyond stressful. Gail, I hear you. It's like, so they say like midlife is just like one of the most stressful times. You're still raising kids and then like caring for your parents and then having to be an adult. Ugh. What are the lessons about that? Who set that up? Is there an anniversary coming up here, Gail? Is there an anniversary between? I know your husband's passed. They say there's opportunity and change on the way, and I did see a for sale sign. So are you selling one of those places though, or somebody moving? Because they make me feel like there's a lot of change here on the rise, and then I just keep feeling a celebration coming up. Like I'm seeing like a birthday cake or an anniversary cake or something like that. And then I don't know if you wear a necklace in honor of somebody here, Gail, but they're like, when you need strength, you just hold this necklace of ours. And we're right with you here. We're right with you. This is so beautiful. Yeah, because this romance and connection card maybe came up, so it just made me think of your husband. If there was like an anniversary or something like that. Memories. I feel like he's showing me like a restaurant or something. I love this. My fellow colleague here, North Van Medium, Lisa. You should all go follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. She says, yes, clearing the door, big believer, and set that energy free. So now we all have to go wash our doors tonight. Okay, everybody? Carol Thompson, 45. I'll pull a card here for you, Carol. Carol Thompson, 45. Carol, just when your energetic body feels tight. Like, I don't know if you've been feeling stiffness, or I kind of feel this when I wake up here in your energy. The card that kind of comes up here is, they should be saying about an inflammatory diet. So I don't know if you've been thinking about just like watching more those nightshades foods and those kind of things too. The card that comes up here is a sacred plan. I love this card because this is something about like the spirit world wanting to say to you, we want to be so present in your life. We want you to feel more connected to your spirit self, in this 3D life. We want to walk alongside you, but you have to make the time for us, and this is really about, even if it's like a 5-minute routine, if it's a 5-minute ritual, if it's a 5-minute time to be like, hey, am I just going to listen to my breath here? Am I going to say a prayer? Am I going to pull a inspirational card for myself? Am I going to just do a gratitude list? They're like, we want you to kind of come up to a plan when you decide to meet us, because we want you to feel our presence. We want to be able to give you some strength, and we want you to be able to give you some guidance. So they're just asking for a sacred plan from you. And I love that. I tell you, as soon as I go into like my morning routine of waking up before everybody does and just drinking my tea and journaling and taking some breaths, realizing I'm a soul having a human experience, that whole day shifts. So I hope that makes sense for you, Carol. I always trust whatever they want to say today is for the best. So Gail's just affirming a few things here. I have Tony's ashes in a heart necklace. Oh, this is Tony. Yeah, he's like, you need strength, I'm right with you. Just give me a little squeeze. Gail, and if my mom gets into long-term care, her home will go for sale. Yeah, I do feel the for sale sign. That's probably why they showed me that, Gail. So that all feels like, they show me in June, end of June, early July, you get a big boost of energy. Everything starts to shift then. So let's just see who else is here. Why am I yawning? Oh my gosh. You guys, I did the earlier time. I hope there's not something like really wrong with me. Leslie, 22nd anniversary of my dad's death yesterday. Oh, Cinco de Mayo, beautiful. I hope he comes through on Saturday for us, Leslie. Who else was here on? Linma, I saw it. Where did she go? Hello, Mandy. Linma, Mandy. Card here for Mandy. Thinking as America Woldenberger says, I've been yawning all day. Must be something in the air. Yeah. I also had like an energy clearing myself this afternoon. And so I was yawning a lot then too. It's good. Yawning's really good. It's like our nervous system resetting. Okay. Card here for you, Mandy. And you just see all these ravens. So do you see ravens all the time? Ravens are always my sign for transformation. It's so neat that the card that comes up here for you is courage and bravery. So we want you to step forward with a whole bunch of I can do attitude. I've got this. This is happening. The changes are happening now. I totally believe that I'm worthy of this change. I totally believe I'm worthy to receive more abundance. So I feel like it's stepping into like a new version of you. Those ravens for me are always about even like the modern day phoenix, being burnt to the ashes and then rising again, being black and, but flying. And I just feel that for you, Mandy. So it's really making me feel, they also say they're sending you 1111 all the time. So I feel like, yeah, they want you to know you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So I hope that makes sense for you. Azaria Pomeranz says, so many people are going through tough times and not just small things either. It's kind of wild talking to people lately. Yeah. I really think that's part of the energy. And I don't know a lot about astrology. I know that we're also like Pluto's in another retrograde and all these kind of upheaval things. Our full moons have been really crazy. There's things that are happening, in the sky and the planets and all these different alignments that haven't happened in like thousands of years. So we're definitely on like these huge shifts, not just like politically and worldly. There's a lot going on there, but really just the kind of a lot of us kind of moving through big things with our soul. I even feel like we're all recalibrating in a way. I keep feeling like, and I've talked about this a little bit before, but I almost kind of keep feeling that I'm almost like back at in COVID times sometimes. Like kind of I was having these existential crises, like, in 2020 with like the grief of losing my son and just the world. I'd ended my career as an opera singer. And I kind of feel like that again. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of feeling that kind of like, what the hell is going on? So I know, you guys, we just have to stay strong, everybody. That's why we need to connect to our spirit in the midst of all this. That's why probably so many of you are like, I'm going to go to sound baths and get into yoga and be connected to nature. It's a huge thing. Let's just see here who else is on Instagram. Hey, Allison John Cox. Hey, Surfside Babe. Hey, Emily. Hey, Emily. Oh my gosh. I have been trying to reply to you in my WhatsApp all week. I just feel like I have so much to tell you. I need like a good 10 minutes, 20 minutes to get it all out. Mwah, mwah. I'm going to email you. I'm going to message you right after this. So anybody else on Instagram would like a card? Carol Thompson, you do pull a card every morning? Beautiful. Yeah. Maybe they want you to stretch it out. It's like, and now what do you do with the information we're giving you? Hey, Casey. So if you'd like a card on Instagram, please say you'd like a card. I always need your permission to read you. Recalibrating, isn't that a great word? When we're feeling like totally crazy and all these kind of things. So I'm recalibrating at the moment. Major ego deaths, 100%. Totally. A lot of you kind of feeling this. Your goal is peace within. I love that. Veronica Lane would like a card. And then I'm going to start to connect to some spirits. Veronica Lane. Veronica. They're just making me feel like they want you to go in your backyard and we need you to just wait for spirit to respond to you. So whether this is like noticing the birds or this is noticing, I do feel like a bird keeps coming here. And I asked if it was a blue jay. So I don't know if you've been seeing blue jays, but I don't know if I know that bird. But there's a bird that's been coming here and they're like, she just doesn't slow down enough to see it. And the card that came up for you was take a step back. You know, it's one of these things right now. And I think we're in a lot of this energy is that less is more. Like the more that we slow down, the more abundance comes because we have more energy, the more time we're able to have with our family. I know it seems kind of the opposite of what the patriarchal system we've been in says to do, that we're supposed to go more, go faster, work harder. The spirit world shows me that's absolutely not how this works. I really kind of feel like they want you to take a step back. Even finding like it's almost like I don't know if you've got little kids, like I don't know if that's your kid there or not, but they just show me that it's almost like we need you to make sure you're breathing. We need you to go outside and make sure you're just giving yourself 30 seconds. There's a little bit of that theme tonight, right? Like where's my window of where I'm connecting to like the spirit world, you know? And so they just want you to take a step back. I do feel like it's too busy, too much hustle. Does that make sense, Veronica? Eva Brown, you saw your first hummingbird today. Oh, I feel like so many people have seen hummingbirds and I have not seen any hummingbirds yet. Casey said, my card last week kicked me into a good place. Oh, that's awesome. Maiden Mother Sage. I'll do one more card and then I will start connect to some spirits on the other side here for tonight. Maiden Mother Sage. Have you been working with herbs? I know that you have sage in your name, but they also show me that there's something that you're creating. It's almost like I'm seeing you with like dried herbs. I almost feel it's almost like creating little concoctions. I don't know if you've been doing ceremony work or I'm almost feeling like a despacho ceremony, you know, where it's almost like kind of taking dried herbs and flowers, creating intention into them and kind of placing them in middle in ceremony. Yeah, I almost feel like they want you surrendering things. They say that you move your grief, you move you process things through like action and ceremony. Does that make sense to you? So yeah, they just show me. I'd love if you don't know what despacho ceremony is. I'd love for you to YouTube it. You don't have to be a shaman to do it. It's really kind of just creating intentions and putting them in one place. So you could have them dissolve in water, like you could put them in an Epsom salt bath. You could put it on like a piece of paper and then burn it. But I just kind of feel like there's some things that are ready to shift and to move out. It feels like emotional energy. The card that came up here, Maiden Mother Sage, is Expect Miracles. What a beautiful, beautiful card here for you. You know, and I think that is kind of this purging I'm feeling that you're going to be doing in order to welcome the new. So it does feel it feels like a fertile energy here with the new. It's almost like I feel like you're going to be creating something. Fertility doesn't just have to be about pregnancy. It can also be about projects, business, community, all those kind of things. So I hope that makes sense. Please let me know in the comments if it makes sense. She says, yes, I do. Just not feeling the time is showing up to have ceremony. Yeah, I mean, I feel it's around the corner. I feel like that they're showing me that is going to be a beautiful piece here for you. So just kind of, trust that. I love all the spring in the air for us in the Northern Hemisphere. I know I got some of my Australia friends there on Instagram, but it's finally spring, the snow. I mean, it snowed yesterday morning and I thought I was going to lose my mind. I was like, I am so over the snow. But I love that you are seeing a ladybug, Jasmine. Hey, Sherry from Okotoks. I'm actually planning on coming out to Okotoks to a reading next month. I'm going to try and do Okotoks and Airdrie in June. So where's all my Okotoks and Airdrie friends? I'd love to come out and do a reading. I feel like I have barely done any group readings this year, and I just felt really called to do it. So I'm going to start connecting to some spirits now. Actually, I just have to take a picture of this. I love this part. I want you to just think of, even say their names of anybody that you're missing in the comments. Honoring your loved ones is a huge piece of our grief story. Our grief journey never ends. So incorporating our grief into our everyday life is so important. So who are you missing tonight? Please put them out. Say so in the comments. Who are you missing? Oh, I love you guys are like Airdrie and Okotoks people. Okay, amazing. I know I felt like I was supposed to come out there. Okay, beautiful. So Gail's, Tony, yes. Who else are you missing? Wanda. Terry, Irene, those are all your spiritual people. Am I coming back to Saskatoon? Yes, I've got something planned with a beautiful friend there. We're just trying to find the date. I feel like it's probably going to be like in the fall. Robert, Nancy. Who are you missing tonight on the other side? Marion, Darlene, Rainer. Oh, your dog. Yes, our beautiful puppies. Dylan, Claude, Carol and Peter, Yaya and Peter, Daniel, Katie, Chelsea, and your puppy, Allie. Aw. Justin, his birthday this Saturday. Aw, Cheryl. Remember I was seeing like birthday candles earlier? I wonder if that was for you, Cheryl. Mike, Brad, Loki, Susan, Donna, Pepsi, Cummins, your mom, Dawn, your mom and dad, Carol and Bud, Bailey and Bo, your dogs, Janet and Leonard, Chloe, Amber, and Bryce, your sons, your Nana, Andrew, Larry and Brenda. Beautiful. I always feel like when we say their names, as soon as we think of them, the spirit world shows me that they come close to us. It's really that simple. You know, it's so hard for us to kind of sense that, but they show me it's just that easy, that they're almost like in the next room. That if we just say, you know, Marilyn is my mom's name, that she's just in the next room, like, yeah, what do you need? You know, like that they really are that accessible for all of us. So I'm just going to start to connect to some spirits, and how this works is that I start to sense some qualities about a spirit, and then I do my best to translate that. And that's what a medium is a translator, you know. So I wish spirits spoke in English, but they don't. It would make my job so much easier if they did. So I'll kind of receive like flashes of things, or hear things, or feel things with my body. And then I do my best to describe that. And so if there's something that I'm describing about somebody and it sounds like somebody that's passed for you, it's so important that you write in the comments and you say what I said that makes sense to you. So if I say, I feel like they did this for a living, this is how they passed, I feel like this is going on in your life right now, you've been seeing a lot of these things, then you say, hello, this sounds like my person. Yes, they loved that. Yes, I have that. Yes, I'm going through that. So make sure you're affirming things. Otherwise, it can kind of get lost on these Wednesday Whispers. It's a very kind of energetically wild thing to do. So please say what makes sense for you, and then I'll feel if that message is for you or not. Yes, so honoring all the names here tonight in our comment section. And so I'm just going to start to bring through spirit. And just welcome the souls here tonight for Wednesday Whispers at our new time. It's 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I just ask for spirit to step forward one at a time and to show me where you are and what you've seen of their life. Oh yeah, I felt like this guy was with me this morning, and I knew that he was coming for Wednesday Whispers. Okay. This guy loves the color black. Like I just feel him dressed in like black jeans, black t-shirt. He feels cool to me. Excuse me, I've been having like some spring allergies, which I don't want to complain about because I'm so happy spring is here. Oh my gosh, I'm like a nightmare still. Yawning. And this gentleman, yeah, he loves black. Like he loves like black jeans. He has like black t-shirt. I even feel like he had like a black jacket. I feel like he did smoke cigarettes. And like I almost am getting like a John Travolta vibe from him. Like I don't know if he tried to be like John Travolta or like, but I just feel like he was like, yeah, I want to be like, there's some connection to the two of them. I feel like, yeah, like he wore like cowboy boots or some cool boots as well. So he definitely like has style about him, you know. And he did have quite a bad cough. This smoking over the years really did kind of complicate things for him, make him really wheezy. He says he sends you quarters all the time, so you find quarters in weird places. And this is really weird, but it's like he's showing me doves, like two doves looking at each other. It almost let me feel like it was like a tattoo. There's a story about two doves. I don't know if this is an ornament. He seems very masculine, so it's strange that he's showing me two doves. He's kind of like a softie. He's like a romantic at heart because he shows me these two doves like facing each other, like making a heart. I don't think those are swans. Are they swans? It's like two doves like facing each other. I think they're doves. He also had a lot of problems with his stomach before he passed because he's making me feel like he has nausea, he has acid. I even wonder if he ever had hernias and things like that. I just don't feel like he took the best care of himself. I feel like he lived a little bit of a wild life. I feel like cigarettes, a lot of coffee, maybe a lot of booze. Because he says like his gut also was like he says it was rotting. And then he keeps showing me something about like a 5 o'clock shadow. So I don't know if you did shave him before he passed. He loves this memory of you when you shaved him before he passed. So does this resonate with anybody here? So even if it's just a few of those things, please let me know what resonates with you. He's got a raspy voice for like a cigarette voice. There's something very comforting about him. I just don't feel like he was that old when he had passed. Yeah, he loves coffee. He shows me he puts quarters like on your passenger seat. He puts quarters like under your coffee mug. So this has to resonate with somebody. I know this kind of takes time. So go through your database of people, uncles, aunts. Yeah, it's like I feel like somebody bought him these two. Crystal Curse has all of it. Okay. Crystal, who is this to you? So this is a message, and what was his name? So Crystal, how does this make sense to you? Wendy Hamper, so nice to see you on here. So just to describe this gentleman again, kind of a John Travolta vibe. He leaves you quarters all the time. He smells like cigarettes and coffee. He loves that you shaved him clean. You made him look good before he passed. And I think one of his biggest things here is about like, I wish I had taken better care of myself. He was a family friend. What was his name, Crystal? Chuck? Oh my gosh, he totally feels like a Chuck. Yeah, I feel like yeah, he says that he still pops in to say hello. He has a lot of gratitude. I feel like he loved life. I feel like he loved socializing. I feel like he's very friendly, like loved a lot of people. But I think there's a message here about your health, Crystal. So I don't know if like there's something you've been thinking of changing about your health, because he's just like shows me there's this like time here where he wants you to switch your thinking about your health, like really honoring your body, like nourishing it. Oh, he had COPD. Totally. His cough sounded so crazy. Used to smoke, had to quit. He asked me to shave him 2 days before he passed. Oh, Crystal. Beautiful. Chuck. Yeah, that's why I'm like, he felt like an uncle. He dressed like John Travolta. Totally. I feel like that was his like, okay, that's the look I'm going for. Oh, Crystal, so nice to meet Chuck here. And so I hope some of that makes sense about your health. It's just almost makes me feel like it's almost like one of those things like, oh, I gotta stop eating so much sugar, or I gotta start walking more, like whatever that thing is you've been thinking of. He's like, yeah, do it. He's like, I want you to have more energy. I want you to have more, like I want you to live life brighter, Crystal. So I hope that makes sense, because I kind of feel like he partied more than than he should have. And he loves smoking. It's almost like even with like a with a new lung, it was almost like maybe I could start again, because he loves smoking so much. Oh, you have been dealing with a whole bunch of health stuff. Yes. Yeah, I feel that too. Yeah, it's like now is the time to really get to the bottom of everything. Like I feel like curiosity, I feel like resetting your gut health. Um, and then they showed me just walking too. Like, 'cause I don't know if like it looks like your calves and your ankles feel swollen, or they're the water, like there's fluid that's not moving perfectly, like beautifully. So they want like even like walking and things like that. Oh, you called him Uncle Chuck. Yeah, he feels like an uncle. Ah, you just said that's tonight about the walking and sugar. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a regular thing I say in my household, probably every night as well. But yeah, he used to be a party animal. I love this guy. So nice to meet Chuck. Love that. He's so lovely. He's just like, you got this, girl. You got this. And I feel like he's just so grateful for that intimate moment when you shaved him. He's like, thank you for keeping my dignity. You know, I feel like he cared about how he came across. You know, this is so beautiful to meet Chuck. You've lost 145 pounds. Okay, Crystal, message me all of your details. How did you do it? Message me. But that is amazing. And that's probably why he's just like wants you to just keep on going. You know, it's just like, you got this. I just feel that. So now it's just like the next level of that, whatever the next changes are, you know? Okay, they are swollen, yeah. Came down a lot, but are starting to swell again. Yeah. It made me feel almost just like walking helps all the circulation or like the chi energy. They keep talking to me about like Chinese medicine. Beautiful. Yeah. Everybody give some hearts to Crystal. Superstar. Good for you. Cassie, you're also kind of resonating with some of this on Instagram. So sometimes on, Wednesday Whispers, I feel like some people receive, a full letter and other people get a postcard. Beautiful. I love this. So let's see who else is here tonight. I mean, they're all here. But let's see who I can get to come forward. So look for those quarters, Crystal. Quarters from Chuck. So let's see who's here. What's that song from? Sing. I've been getting more songs lately, which is really weird. But you know that song like once there was a time da 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 dee na 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 back to you. What was that song? It's from like Sing. You know, like when the llama is singing? I feel like that's a message for somebody. Golden Slumbers. I feel like we're all supposed to go listen to that song. It feels like really empowering all of a sudden. What is that song? Golden Slumbers. It says like can't carry the weight. Let go of the weight. I wonder if because you ladies were just like, I lost 70 pounds. I lost 145 pounds. I'm always wanting to lose weight. Okay, go listen to that song. Crystal. From Sing 2. Hold on, this is going to bother me. I just really trusting these songs I've been getting. For those of you that don't know, I used to be a professional singer a lifetime ago. Golden Slumbers. Once there was a time. Carry the weight. Oh, just the regular stuff. Jennifer Hudson. Oh my gosh. Okay, we all have to go listen to that song. I feel like I just rarely hear songs, and that's just amazing. I don't know what the words are, but they just feel like they're supposed to be empowering for somebody. Okay, but because this woman kind of reminds me of that llama. Maybe that's why that came too, because she Lula, no. Sorry, my dog. She has a very small features. She has like a very small nose, a very small face. She's very petite. She's very feminine. I just have to mute my microphone and yell at my dog. So okay, there's next spirits that's coming through. So she is very petite. She feels very feminine. I feel like she wears like dresses. She wears like cardigans over the shoulder. I feel like she did live till quite a later age because she does show me her back is quite hunched. Um, she says you have a pair of her earrings and they almost look like studs, like diamond studs. Um, I feel like she always had candies in her pocket, like very quintessential grandmother, but very small features. I can't quite describe it, like small nose, small eyes, like she's so petite. Um, yes, she says you have her earrings. She loves lavender. And I don't know if you just been using a new lavender spray for your pillow or a lavender diffuser. She says, I love the lavender. Yeah, she says you've been having trouble sleeping. So she is saying like too that you need magnesium. Even her voice is very quiet. Her voice is very soft. Yeah, she's really lovely. Yeah, I feel like it's like Werther's or like not Werther's, but like those little butterscotch candies like that are in like the yellow wrapper, like really old. And I feel a dog with her. I feel like there's this little dog here that she loved that's with her. So does this make sense to anybody so far? She also shows me like so much purple. Like I almost feel like she also had an amethyst or something like that as well. Tao of Prulo. The animals in that movie resonate with me. Trying to figure them out. I love that. I love that movie too. Oh my gosh, Kate, Tao of Prulo. Okay, on Instagram. The animals in that movie resonate with me. Trying to figure them out. I love those movies, by the way. Some of those are just like so channeled and so beautiful. Um, your Grammy, Janet Tietzel. I just got goosebumps. Janet, I just got goosebumps here. Tao of Prul on Instagram. You wear her diamonds in your ears and a necklace. Okay, yes. There's so many coins here tonight because she does say that she leaves you dimes as well. And does it make sense what you've been using for lavender? So I don't know, like if you've been using a lavender spray. How has your sleep been? Because I do feel like she's talking. Laura P. I'm so sorry if I can't see like the photos on here. It's so tiny. Um, so Laura, have you been having trouble sleeping? Because she's talking about your sleep. It's like they're showing me like those sprays you can get, lavender sprays, like for your pillowcase. Um, like a lavender cream, and then she's showing me magnesium that she wants you. So Laura, so that you actually sleep well. She just makes me feel too like things have been tricky for you. You're very sweaty. Yeah. Because I almost feel like the sprays, even like the magnesium spray. Have you ever thought of doing like a magnesium spray on your feet? Because I don't know if you're going through some hormonal changes because she says that sleep is the number one thing. She's like telling me sleep fixes everything. They're also showing me like a natural herb, GABA, GABBA for you. Um, so I feel like they're just talking about how she's talking about how important your sleep is. And then I don't know if you're thinking of, you're also just feeling like you're in big transitions, so that's also kind of keeping you up here, Laura. I feel transition with your job or the way that you're doing things. I do feel like you have a lot of power. So I don't know if you run your own company. Yes, we use a lot of spray, but I'll try some magnesium. Okay, awesome. She's like, loves the sprays. She's all about the sprays. She's like, I love that you still have these. And she's just here to support through transition. So I just kind of feel like they do kind of show me that they've taken some foundation out from underneath you. So just kind of feel like there's like things in movement, and so she just says the more you sleep, the better, the easier all of this is going to feel. Are you an entrepreneur, Laura? Do you run your own business? Hey, Joe. Magnesium spray works so well. Okay. Laura says, I will try the GABA. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yes, I'm opening a lot of gifts recently. Yes. I feel that too, because it makes me feel like there's just like all these, everything's morphing and changing. Even if like, whatever your job is, it's like, it's shifting and moving and, new tools are being added and all these beautiful things. And I also feel like your dreams are important. So they say you have to have better sleep because she's like, we're trying to communicate to you through your dreams. So we need you to have a deeper sleep so you can kind of receive some more of the messages. So I hope that makes sense, Laura. So lovely to meet Janet, your grandma. Beautiful. I love there's other people resonating with all these sprays. Okay, magnesium spray on the bottom of your feet before bed helps you sleep so good. Okay, what? Maybe I have to go buy some. And I feel like Carmi Highland McDonald here was also having some moments here. Carmi, yeah. Beautiful. So my friends, we made it. So 7:00 is the new Mountain Standard Time in the Northern Hemisphere here. I don't know what time it is in Australia there for my, hey Joe, so nice to see you on here. And look for those dimes too, Laura. I feel like, your grandma says like, I'm always sending you the dimes. Yes, love to be here. There's a couple of things that are upcoming. If you love Wednesday Whispers and you want to be in a small group with me, my next one's Friday, May 29th. They usually go about an hour and a half actually, because I want to make sure everybody gets a reading, and it's just 14 people. And I just, bring through as many messages as I can. And then the thing I'm most excited about this month is my retreat. It's a 1-day retreat in my hometown here, Bray Creek, where I'm going to be doing a sound bath, a group mediumship reading. I'm going to teach you how to read some oracle cards. I'm going to be doing some stuff with our voices, vocal toning, and a drum journey. It's going to be quite packed beautifully. So if you love my energy, if you want to come spend a day with me, I think there's like 3 spots left. There's only about 10, 12 people coming. So have a beautiful week, my friends. Hopefully there's no tech glitches for next week. Hopefully like I'm right on time next week. And I just wish you so much. And I hope that always these time together, it brings community of like-minded people, of intuitive people, because you are gifted, you are intuitive. And I also hope that it just always brings evidence that you're not alone. Our guides and our loved ones are always watching over us. So many blessings. Jade, yes, I'm trying to figure out how to come to Kelowna, so stay tuned for June. I'm going to come to Airdrie and Okotoks, and then in July, I'm planning to come to Kelowna. I feel really called to just get reading in some groups again. So much love to you, my friends. Have a beautiful week.